Welcome back to Albert's Adventure. I apologize for the delay, but I got caught in a time warp and wasn't able to make it back until today. Nonetheless, let me tell you the last few parts of Albert's adventure. When we last left off, Albert had taken on the Old One's army again and checked off 4 more stabs off his list. Albert decided it was time to take on the Pumpkin Moon, crafting his first medallion. Albert successfully defeated his first Pumpkin Moon and obtained some nice new equipment from the event. Albert's time with the Pumpkin Moon was only beginning. He still had much more to do. Although Albert was able to obtain a couple of gear upgrades, there were still 2 weapons from his list he needed to get. Another Pumpkin Moon down, and Albert wasn't lucky. The third Pumpkin Moon offered nothing new. However, Albert had finally enough wood to craft spooky armor. The armor was a nice upgrade and offered Albert even more summons. Yet again, Albert didn't find what he was looking for. After 4 Pumpkin Moons, Albert pondered what he should do next. So he went on a little side quest to the Lizard Temple in the jungle. Albert took on the Golem. Although the beast didn't offer anything really important to Albert other than a new pick, the battle was a much needed break from Pumpkin Moons. Albert defeated the Golem. The treasure bag unfortunately did not have the pickaxe. The second bag, however, did have something: the pick saw. With this new pickaxe, Albert could harvest the traps in the temple. Albert repurposed his traps in his arena to help with the Pumpkin Moon. Although Albert had fallen, he noticed something new drop to the ground. Albert finally received one of the weapons, a new whip, the Dark Harvest. With another item checked off the list, Albert was getting closer and closer to completing all of his goals. Although he needed another weapon for the Pumpkin Moon, Albert wanted to do something else. Something more intergalactic. After some time, the Martians invaded. Albert successfully defeated the Martians, but did not get what he wanted. Now, Albert was a man of split focus, so he went back to the Pumpkin Moon while the Martians retreated. and nothing. Luckily for Albert, during the next invasion, he found what he was looking for, the Xeno Staff. Another item checked off, but still the Pumpkin Moon taunted him. Still nothing. Unsurprisingly, Albert still couldn't get his hands on the Raven Staff. Nothing. And nothing. At this point, Albert was very annoyed, so he changed his focus again, this time to the solar eclipse. Only mere minutes after the start, Albert was able to find his next item, the Deadly Sphere Staff. I'm sure this won't surprise you, but after unlocking a new item, Albert went back to the Pumpkin Moon. And yet again, he couldn't find the staff. After yet another Pumpkin Moon, Albert's insanity was creeping up slowly. He needed something to let out his anger, and he had heard rumors of a sea creature that held onto a special staff. So he headed into the Mushroom Kingdom to find bait. Albert defeated Duke Fishron. He did not find the weapon, however, so he would eventually have to take on the giant fish again. Albert was equipped with spooky armor, a necromantic scroll, a frozen shield, a worm scarf, wings, master ninja gear, a summoner emblem, and a papyrus scroll. Albert pondered going back to the Pumpkin Moon, but was still very angry. In his rage, he decided to do something, not knowing it would be the beginning of the end. Albert defeated the lunatic cultist, wholly unprepared for what came next. Well, we all know what Albert is up against next. Let's just hope he's more prepared than we think. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest rendition of Albert's Adventure. I apologize for the long break, but we're going to wrap this series up. You're not going to have to wait another year between the episodes. If you want to see more, click on one of these boxes. If you want to subscribe, click on that box. I don't know what's on the screen, just click.